In today's video, I'm going to teach you the importance of mastering 1 or 2 lures. So let's get into it. What is mastery? Mastery is the ability to execute something effortlessly without the use of conscious resources. Why is that important? Because I believe if you find one Pacific lake and you master that lake and you figure out what they eat, what time of year, and you master 1 or 2 lures, you'll be able to catch them no matter what. How do we master something? We master stuff through repetition. So how do we develop mastery? We develop mastery just by doing it. So repetition is just practice. Simply just practice by doing is the best way you could learn how to catch fish. No matter what time of year, no matter where, repetition is the best thing that you could do. So repetition is simply just practicing over and over again and getting better. So I've been using a Texas rig crawdad. I fish small lakes, local, and I learned how to master the Texas rig crawl. That's one of my first lures ever learned how to master. It's Texas rig crawdad. Because I used to think this lake wasn't even that good until I learned how to master it. Meaning I fished it so much where I found a couple lures where I could just fish it almost any time and keep catching them. So this is the brand that I use, and I'll show you what a Texas rig crawdad is. So it's pretty much weedless. That's what it looks like. It's a simple Texas rig, small weight. You just cast it out. Let it sink. This is what I do. I let it sink all the way to the bottom until you see your line stop. And a lot of people just reel, but I found out the best thing to do, reel slightly and you see your line kind of have a bend. Keep your rod tip up and just work it slowly like that. Today it's kind of muddy water, not the best conditions, but I still catch them. And today I caught them off topwater frog and Texas rig. That's like my main 2 go-tos for almost every time of the year, any season. But that's one of my favorite baits. And if you find just 2 lures that you can master and just figure out how to use them, how to bite it. So I figured out the best time of the year for me is honestly November. Surprisingly, it shocked me when I started catching really big bass, in my opinion, 7, 6 pounders constantly, and sometimes even back to back. And I just do that on a Texas rig crawdad, and I even caught them shallow, about 6 feet. I don't have live scope. I just wing it, and I just mastered this one lure is what I mastered. And I'm gonna go show you that I actually mastered this lure, and I have some footage for you guys to see. Thank God. Knock the rust off. Thank God. No frog peeing. Still going. Got it though. Feels good to finally get one. Same spot though. It's interesting. And then how I know how I get a hit is I see my line. Usually it has a bend. When you see that line go straight or start moving to the side, you just kind of just lean into it. Just lean. You don't go crazy, just lean. But right now for the spawning females, I just do really shallow. This is a shallow lake that I'm at right now. And I just work it real slow. I don't reel. It's just all twitches, and I feel all the rocks on the bottom. Right now it's cloudy skies. They're having trouble seeing the bait right now. Just had rain a couple days ago. No electronics, no live scope, no graph. Don't really know how deep it is. I just know that where the fish are at and how to catch them and where. Really slow. See my line stopped. Right now I'm having trouble catching them today because the water's so muddy where they're having trouble seeing it. But on like a frog or a popper, they see that movement and they hear it and they feel it. And they'll come up and crush it. Had 2 really good hits, got 1 in, and my dad missed 1 and I missed probably a 4 or 5 pounder, unfortunately, but that's how it goes sometimes. And once you master how to fish a lure, you'll master how to cast it more quietly. Might have had a bite there. Had a hit. I could tell it's small though, because usually when you catch a small one, they'll just like kind of give it a little thud. Sometimes you could be wrong, obviously, but when the big ones get it, they're committed. That's why they're so fat. They're committed, so they'll just suck it in. No second thoughts about it. I'm using a Lose speed stick. Let's see, 7.2. Oh, got a bite. Have one. And that's also how you know you have one. They'll mess up your hook like that, so you just reset it again. I believe that was a small one, but maybe not. Really simple, but really productive and effective. See if I can make them eat again. Sometimes you have to get in like sketchy spots or spots that are overlooked where people just don't fish them, or they're just simply afraid to, like under a tree, because they're just nervous to lose their lure. So you just got to get good at even like skipping under stuff. Sometimes when you cast, your line's sinking, and you're like, man, that water's really shallow. Sometimes your line will just stop, like right as you hit the water, and you're like, what happened? And you set the hook, and it's actually a fish, because they didn't let it go all the way to the bottom. They're suspended. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm sure that you learned something from this video and take something away. And I trust that you can master something as well. Bye for now.